This wasn't even supposed to be a commercial. I didn't plan on doing any filming this particular day, but sometimes good weather just falls into your lap and you have to take the opportunity to use what you have to film what you need to film.
When the ocean calls, you answer with confidence. You answer with RedPanther Rigs. Built to perform. Tested in the toughest waters, RedPanther Rigs are designed to hook giants. From the first cast to the final fight, these rigs never back down. Precision engineered, saltwater strong. Trusted by anglers who live for the chase. RedPanther Rigs dominate the deep.
So a couple weeks ago, I loaded up the red Komodo X. I had a Blazar Remus 45mm lens on there, ready to film a full-on fishing commercial for RedPanther Rigs. We got on the boat and it turned into a complete disaster. The weather turned fast, whitecaps, wind. All in all, not a good day if you get seasick, and I get seasick. So we turned back, no shoot that day, which was very disappointing. Fast forward a couple weeks, no camera, no plan, just a GoPro Hero 13 and some ND filters, testing it out because I got it a few months ago and I just haven't put it through its paces. It's got the GP log and it's 10-bit, so I wanted to just test that out. But the weather was perfect and the fish were biting like crazy, so I decided to film this whole commercial on the water scenes with the GoPro Hero 13 and my iPhone. 90% of this commercial was filmed on the GoPro Hero 13, and honestly it worked, and it worked very well. The GoPro log held up very good in the grade, and the ND filters work like a dream to get better motion blur, because if you ever used a GoPro without ND filters, you know everything is just a little jittery, I guess you could say, and not smooth. There was a couple things I did in post to also coincide with the ND filters in motion blur. So I could do a separate video on that if you guys want to see that. The GoPro Hero 13 is so feature packed. I had it mounted on the boat, shoved it in a cooler for a couple unique angles, and even dropped it underwater to film some fish being caught and landed. So for a camera that costs less than one Red accessory, yeah, it's awesome, to say the least. Now, this was a free commercial. I reached out to the owner of RedPanther Rigs and he sent some rigs over, and in exchange I sent him a video. Ideally I would have loved to film everything on the Red and use the GoPro for just the unique angles. All in all, I think it looks fantastic. Would I do it again? Yeah, absolutely, because it challenged me to think outside of the box, and I was able to throw this in places that the Red could not go and would not go. Initially, when I started filming, I did not plan on editing this into a full piece, but once I got back to the computer and loaded up the footage, I figured, why not make it a full commercial? It was for social media, it was free, it was a perfect excuse to test my editing and color grading skills with a $350 camera instead of a $6,000 camera. I wanted to see if I could pull it off creatively, no raw files, no cinema camera, no cinema lens, just smart framing, good lighting, and storytelling. So yeah, this whole piece turned out to be a test of gear, creativity, and adapting on the fly. And honestly, I'm pumped with how it turned out. Let me know what you think of the full commercial down below. It was the one that played in the beginning. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.